the legend of King Arthur gets retold for the 1000th time in the last 3 years, in Unholy Grail number 1. And this one doesn't suck. So getting right into the Unholy Grail, we see that this is once again a retelling of King Arthur in a different light. And we see that Camelot has fallen before we are going to transition over to what the core characters and story are, where we see an old man who is claiming to be Merlin as he gets captured. Unfortunately, his captor, well, let's just say he doesn't get off good, considering Merlin turns the tides on him and ends up leaving him dead. Now, during this comic, we are going to explore how exactly things are going on, the whereabouts of King Arthur, who is missing, and he's very young. We're going to find out about the dying king and how other people want to take the throne and rule Camelot. And this is definitely a take on Merlin that is a lot more, let's just say, less friendly than what you might be used to from some of the movies. I mean, this dude is willing to kill outright, and he's willing to do some dirty work that you might not exactly associate with him for such of the other works that have been out there. What I really did like, though, is that the comic does move very fast. You know, we see at the beginning what the state of everything is. Then we see the death of the king, where literally, like, Merlin just crushes the back of this dude's head by sinking his fingers deep into his scalp. It's pretty damn disgusting. And then we do inevitably catch up with King Arthur, who has to make a sword offering, and he hopes that this works. Unfortunately, when he does this, yeah, everything's kind of gone to hell. And then the comic is going to transition over to the siege, where we see that everything is even worse off than we ever thought. And by the end of the first comic, it proclaims that the salvation of England and its king is all a lie, as more or less everything has crumbled down. It is just falling apart. Unholy Grail number 1 is a really, really good comic. I had it on my pull list since it came out, and I didn't get to read it for a few weeks. And now that the second issue came out, I had to get right on and catch up, and I regret not reading it right away. But also, it is a huge recommendation for fans that might be interested into what you're seeing here. And I don't want to spoil everything and get really into the, you know, complex characters and everything else that's there. But trust me, it's good and worth reading. 8.5 out of 10.